The forbidden path to power. Most people believe success is a straight line. They think if they work hard enough, stay honest enough, smile bright enough, the universe will reward them. They follow the rules. They wait their turn. They play fair. And they die broke, bitter, and forgotten. Meanwhile, there's a quiet minority, men and women who understood something early, something the world doesn't want you to know. Success isn't given to the moral. It's taken by the ruthless. Robert Greene wrote it plainly in The 48 Laws of Power. The better you are at dealing with power, the better friend, lover, husband, wife, and person you become. He knew power isn't evil, powerlessness is. Because when you have no power, you have no choice, no freedom, no respect. You become a passenger in your own life. So let me ask you something. How many times have you watched someone less talented, less intelligent, less deserving than you win? How many times have you done the right thing and got nothing for it? How many times have you played by the rules while others cheated and prospered? That ends today, because in this video, I'm going to give you 12 dark truths about success that no one talks about. 12 ruthless strategies that separate kings from peasants. I'll show you why being too honest keeps you poor, why playing fair makes you invisible, why your morals might be the chains holding you down, and why the most successful people in history were never the nicest. By the end, you'll understand. Success by hook or crook isn't about being evil. It's about being effective. It's about winning while others make excuses. It's about taking what's yours before someone else does. So if you're ready to stop being the nice guy who finishes last, if you're ready to embrace the uncomfortable truths that build empires, drop "I'm here to prosper" in the comments right now. Let's begin. Number 1. Morality is expensive. Pragmatism pays. Most people cling to their morals like a security blanket. They think being honest, being fair, being kind will somehow reward them. It won't. The world doesn't reward good people. It rewards effective people. Napoleon Hill said it in Think and Grow Rich. The starting point of all achievement is desire. Not goodness, not fairness, desire. And desire doesn't play by moral rules. Listen closely. Every billionaire has crossed a line somewhere. Every empire was built on sharp elbows and gray areas. Every king has blood on his hands, literal or metaphorical, because at the top, there's no room for hesitation, no space for "is this right?" Only "will this work?" Here's the technique. Stop asking "is this moral?" and start asking "is this effective?" When you negotiate, don't aim for fair, aim for advantageous. When you compete, don't play clean, play to win. When someone tries to manipulate you, don't turn the other cheek, manipulate back, harder, smarter, quieter. The psychological mechanism is simple. Morality creates hesitation, hesitation creates delay, delay creates loss. While you're debating ethics, someone with fewer morals is taking your opportunity, your promotion, your deal, your dream. I'm not saying become a monster. I'm saying stop being a martyr, because martyrs die. Winners adapt. Drop "I choose effectiveness" in the comments. Number 2. Make people need you, not like you. Most people chase popularity. They want to be liked, loved, accepted. So they bend, they please, they shrink themselves to fit. And they wonder why no one respects them. Here's the truth. Likability is fragile. Necessity is power. When people like you, they keep you around when it's convenient. When people need you, they keep you around no matter what. Robert Cialdini explained this in Influence. People prefer to say yes to those they know and like. True. But they must say yes to those they need. There's a difference. One is optional, one is survival. Here's how you do it. Develop a skill so rare, so valuable, so hard to replace that removing you creates a crisis. Become the person who solves the unsolvable problem, the one who makes things happen when everyone else makes excuses. Control critical information. Own the relationships that matter. Be the bridge no one can bypass. The mechanism? When you're likable, people tolerate losing you. When you're necessary, they fear losing you. And fear creates respect. Respect creates leverage. Leverage creates power. Stop trying to be everyone's friend. Start being everyone's solution. Drop "I am necessary" in the comments. Number 3. Silence is your greatest weapon. Most people talk too much. They reveal their plans, they share their strategies, they announce their moves, and they lose. Because the moment you speak, you give your enemies a map, a target, a weakness. Sun Tzu wrote in The Art of War, "Let your plans be dark and impenetrable as night, and when you move, fall like a thunderbolt." Dark means silent, thunderbolt means sudden. Here's the technique. Stop announcing your goals. Stop explaining your methods. Stop defending your decisions. Move in silence. Build in private. Strike when no one expects it. When people ask what you're working on, smile and say, "Just staying busy." When they ask about your next move, "We'll see." Give them nothing. Let them guess. Let them underestimate you. The psychological power is devastating. Silence creates mystery. Mystery creates curiosity. Curiosity creates obsession. While they're watching, guessing, wondering, you're 10 steps ahead. And when you finally reveal what you've built, it's too late for them to catch up. Talk less, win more. Drop "I move in silence" in the comments. Number 4. Make your absence felt. Most people are too available, too present, too eager. They answer immediately, show up constantly, give endlessly, and become invisible. Because what's always available has no value. The law of scarcity. It governs diamonds, gold, and respect. Here's the cold truth. Your presence should be a gift, not a guarantee. Your time should be earned, not expected. Your attention should be rare, not common. Ryan Holiday touched on this in Ego is the Enemy. The only relationship between work and chatter is that one kills the other. Be scarce, be valuable. Here's how. Stop responding immediately to every text, every call, every request. Create gaps. Disappear occasionally. Let people wonder where you are, what you're doing, who you're with. When you're always there, you become furniture. When you're rarely there, you become an event. The mechanism? Absence creates appreciation. Distance creates desire. Scarcity creates urgency. People suddenly remember your value when you're gone. They respect your time when it's limited. They chase you when you're unavailable. Be present when it matters, absent when it serves you. Number 5. Control the narrative or be controlled by it. Most people let others define them. They allow rumors to spread, gossip to fester, stories to be written about them by enemies, and they lose control of their own reputation. Because in this world, perception is reality. It doesn't matter what you actually did, it matters what people think you did. This is straight from the 48 Laws of Power, Law 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. But Greene went further. Create your reputation. Don't just protect it. Here's the technique. Control every story about you. When someone spreads a lie, don't ignore it, correct it loudly. When someone questions your character, don't defend, counterattack with facts. Shape how people see you deliberately. Be mysterious but not suspicious, powerful but not tyrannical, successful but not arrogant. Feed them the story you want them to believe. The psychological mechanism. Humans think in stories, not facts. The best story wins, not the true story, the best story. So become a storyteller. Control the plot. Be the hero of your own narrative and let your enemies be the footnotes. Number 6. Never appear too perfect. Most people think perfection attracts admiration. It doesn't. It attracts envy, and envy is the most dangerous emotion you can create. Because envious people don't compete with you, They sabotage you. They undermine you. They destroy you quietly. Robert Greene again, Law 46. Never appear too perfect. Perfect people have no allies, only enemies waiting for them to fall. Here's the strategy. Show a flaw occasionally. Make a small, harmless mistake. Reveal a vulnerability that cost you nothing. Laugh at yourself. Admit a minor weakness. Let people feel superior in some meaningless way. It disarms them. The mechanism is brilliant. When you appear flawless, people feel inadequate. When you appear human, they feel safe. Safe people don't attack, they support. But here's the trick. The flaw must be calculated. Reveal a weakness that doesn't matter. Admit a failure that's already over. Show vulnerability in areas that don't threaten your power. Never reveal your real weaknesses. Those you protect like nuclear codes. Drop "I am strategically human" in the comments. Number 7. Punishment must be public. Rewards must be private. Most people do this backwards. They reward publicly, punish privately, and they wonder why discipline breaks down, why respect crumbles, why their authority means nothing. Here's the dark truth. Humans are tribal animals. We learn through observation. When you punish someone privately, no one else learns the lesson. When you punish someone publicly, everyone remembers. Niccolo Machiavelli wrote in The Prince, "It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both." And fear requires demonstration. Here's how you apply this. When someone crosses you, betrays you, disrespects you, the consequences must be visible. Not cruel, not excessive, but seen. Let others witness what happens when lines are crossed. But when you reward loyalty, competence, excellence, do it quietly, one-on-one, private praise, personal recognition. The mechanism? Public punishment creates fear and respect. Private reward creates loyalty and gratitude. Fear keeps order. Loyalty keeps power. Together, they make you untouchable. Drop "I lead with calculated force" in the comments. Number 8. Never outshine the master. Most talented people make a fatal mistake. They try to prove they're smarter than their boss, better than their mentor, more capable than the person above them, and they get destroyed for it. Because no one promotes a threat, they eliminate one. This is Law 1 from the 48 Laws of Power. Never outshine the master. Ego kills more careers than incompetence ever will. Here's the technique. When you're around power, be brilliant, but not too brilliant. Solve problems, but give your superior the credit. Present ideas, but frame them as building on their vision. Make them look good. Make them feel secure. Make them believe keeping you close makes them stronger. The psychological trap. When you outshine someone with power, you trigger their insecurity. Insecurity becomes paranoia. Paranoia becomes hostility. Hostility becomes your unemployment. But when you make them shine, they become dependent on you. They protect you. They elevate you. Because you're no longer a threat. You're an asset. Swallow your ego. Play the long game. Outlast them. And when they're gone, you take the throne. Number 9. Use others' hands to do the dirty work. Most people get their hands dirty unnecessarily. They confront enemies directly. They fight their own battles. They take all the risks. And when things go wrong, they take all the blame. Smart players never do this. They use proxies. Law 26. Keep your hands clean. Here's how the powerful operate. When something ruthless needs to be done, they never do it themselves. They have someone else deliver the bad news, someone else fire the person, someone else make the hard decision. They remain untouchable, above the conflict, clean. The technique is simple. Build a network of people who owe you favors. When you need something done, cash in those favors. Let others take the risk. Let others absorb the backlash. Let others get the blood on their hands. You remain pristine. The mechanism. When you do the dirty work, you create enemies. When others do it for you, they create enemies, and you maintain plausible deniability. I had no idea. That wasn't my decision. I would never have approved that. Meanwhile, you got exactly what you wanted. Drop "My hands stay clean" in the comments. Number 10. Appear weaker than you are. Most people want to look strong constantly. They flex their muscles, show their power, demonstrate their dominance, and they attract every challenger in the room. Because strength attracts competition. Perceived weakness attracts underestimation, and underestimation is a weapon. This is strategy from the art of war. Appear weak when you are strong. Let them think you're harmless. Here's the technique. In rooms with threats, play small. Ask questions instead of making statements. Appear uncertain when you're completely sure. Let them think they're smarter, faster, better. And when the moment comes, strike with everything you've been hiding. The psychological devastation is total. They prepared for a mouse. They got a lion. By the time they realize their mistake, you've already won. This isn't about being fake. It's about being tactical. Let your enemies underestimate you. Let your competitors ignore you. Let the room forget you're even there until you're the only one left standing. Drop "I am underestimated by design" in the comments. Number 11. Every relationship is a transaction. Most people hate this truth. They want to believe in pure friendship, unconditional love, selfless loyalty, and they get used, betrayed, and discarded. Because here's reality. Every human relationship is transactional. Not openly, not consciously, but fundamentally, people stay in your life because you provide value. Remove the value, and they disappear. Dale Carnegie understood this in How to Win Friends and Influence People. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. Translation: give value, get loyalty. Here's the cold strategy. Stop giving without calculating return. Audit your relationships. Who takes more than they give? Cut them. Who gives nothing back? Distance yourself. Every person in your life should serve a purpose. They make you better, wealthier, stronger, wiser, or happier. If they don't, they're dead weight. The mechanism. When you treat relationships as investments, you stop wasting energy on people who drain you. You build a network of mutual benefit. Everyone wins, or they're gone. This isn't cold, it's honest. And honesty is the foundation of real power. Number 12. Ethics are negotiable. Results are not. Most people live in a fantasy. They think the world rewards good intentions. It doesn't. It rewards results, outcomes, victories. No one remembers the honest man who lost. Everyone remembers the ruthless man who won. Grant Cardone said it bluntly: success is your duty, obligation, and responsibility. Not kindness, not fairness, success. Here's the final truth. When you're on your deathbed, no one will praise you for being nice. They'll measure what you built, what you achieved, what you left behind. So stop negotiating with yourself about ethics. Ethics are fluid. They change with culture, time, and convenience. But results are permanent. Here's how you operate. Set a goal, then ask, what's the fastest path to this goal? Not the kindest, not the fairest, the fastest. If the path is legal, take it. If it's gray, evaluate the risk. If the reward outweighs the risk, take it anyway. The mechanism. People who overthink ethics die with potential. People who prioritize results die with legacies. One is forgotten. One is immortal. Choose. Drop "I deliver results, not excuses" in the comments. So let me be clear about something. This video isn't about becoming a villain. It's not about hurting people for fun. It's not about being cruel without purpose. It's about understanding the game, the real game, the one no one wants to admit we're all playing. Success by hook or crook means this: you do what works, not what feels good, not what looks noble, what works. Because at the end of the day, the world doesn't care about your excuses, your reasons, your good intentions. It only cares about what you accomplished, who you became, what you built. These 12 truths aren't for everyone. Most people will read this and feel uncomfortable. They'll call it manipulative, unethical, dark. And they'll stay exactly where they are, broke, powerless, waiting for fairness that never comes. But you're different. You dropped "I'm here to prosper" at the beginning. You understood this isn't about being evil. It's about being effective. So here's what you do next. Rewatch this video. Take notes. Implement one strategy today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Because every day you delay is another day someone else is using these exact strategies against you. Remember, morality is expensive. Necessity is power. Silence is your weapon. Absence creates value. Control your narrative. Show calculated flaws. Punish publicly. Reward privately. Never outshine the master. Use proxies. Appear weaker than you are. Treat relationships as transactions and prioritize results over ethics. These aren't just words. They're the blueprint to empire, the code to power, the path to freedom. Now go, build in silence, strike like thunder, and become untouchable. Drop "I am at peace with my power" in the comments one last time. This is your world now. Take it.